This is an overview of our 12-volt Christmas lights, how to use them and how to connect them to your landscape lighting. The little girl that lives next door to me called them fairy lights. I love how children see the world with such imagination. My sister called them fireflies because as you move about the yard, you can see them differently. Your results are only limited by your imagination. They do not flash or change color or play disco music. They are simple and elegant. Our website has regularly updated information, as well as all the specifications, as well as quantity discounts. As you know, our videos do not contain a lot of fluff, so let's get right to it. Section 2, the size of the LED and the clear lens versus standard Christmas lights, wide-angle specular LED. So I have the Christmas lights here. These are the 12-volt Christmas lights, and these are standard Christmas lights you'd buy, well, from us or anywhere else. And I want to show you some differences right away. First of all, the 12-volt Christmas lights come with just the bare lead sticking out, and we're going to get more into that later. And the other ones come, with the regular plug and everything else. But right now I wanted to show you the difference in the lenses. So these are both little mini bulbs, and one of them is frosted, and that's very normal. And the other one is clear. The clear one gives you a more specular pinpoint source of light, very, very pinpoint. And that's what makes the 12-volt LED Christmas lights kind of special, is that little bit of difference. So I wanted you to see that. Both of them are wide angle, they call them, which light comes out pretty much at a wide angle, but it comes out at an angle that's also has a pinpoint in the middle. So that's pretty important, and it really does make a difference when you see it in your yard. Number 3, how it's packaged and how to unpack them. Here's how they come packaged. They come in a bag that looks like this. There's a good possibility they won't have a part number on them. When you open the bag, just cut off the top, of course. Inside, they're bundled like this. Now, I wanted to show you this because the wire is delicate and small on purpose. We want you to unpack these and straighten them out at room temperature. Please don't straighten them out in the cold. It's going to be difficult, and you may damage them. So I wanted to show you how they come. Again, there's just the 2 leads sticking out. There's no plug because these are 12 volts. Section 4, the size of the wire. So in this shot here, we show you the wire size difference, and you can see on the 12 volt, it's quite a bit smaller than the 120 volt wire, which has to be bigger, I guess. Anyway, the more delicate wire is easier to hide. Hide it in bushes, hide it wrapped around trees. It just looks a lot better when it has a smaller diameter. But I wanted you to see the difference. And of course, we talked about a minute ago, the 120 volt comes with a plug on the end. The 12 volt doesn't. We're going to address that in just a minute and how to make connections. Number 5, they are 12 volt AC single strand. So a little bit more on the wire itself. So the one end has just the stripped wire, or maybe cut off in your version. The factory does make some differences from time to time. And the other end of the wire is a light bulb. So there's no plug here to continue on. It's a single strand. And on our website, we talk about how many light bulbs and how long it is, etc. So you need to know that you can't just add these on. We are going to experiment over here at our place and see if you cut this off, if you can add them on. And we'll put notes in the product description on if you can or not. The reason it's not here right now is we just got these and we wanted to get them up on the website as fast as possible. So what we're going to do now is we're going to hook the 12 volt LED lights up to the landscape wire. So this is a landscape feed wire. Over here on my left is the transformer. Here's the wire. It's 16 gauge and it's going out to the light fixtures. And I wanted to show you kind of what I did. Now, we have these displacement connectors. The blue ones are our most popular. They work really great with number 16. The brown ones work with number 12. Neither of them work well with this little teeny wire from the Christmas lights. So I don't suggest you use them. Not at all. But what does work really well is the silicone-filled wire nuts. And they are on our website. It's always nice to get some spares. So think about using those. Now, these are sized for a number 16 wire. You might have a number 14 or a number 12. A couple of comments on number 12. If you have number 12 and it's working and it's in the ground, keep it, make it work. If you're starting new, you don't need a 12 and you don't need a 14. And anybody who tells you that you do is simply wrong. And we have a video to prove it. But let's not go there right now. Let's just make this connection. So I took a razor knife I had I set it in the little channel between these two wires, and I pulled the wire to make this slit here to pull it apart. Now, you have to determine if you have enough slack in your wire to be able to grab it and do this, because we're going to cut this wire. So we need some room. If it's in the ground and it's tight and you can't move it, that's going to be really tough. You're going to have to dig some of it up. And your wire should never be buried down into dirt. It should be underneath the ground cover or the gravel or the what have you. The only time it gets, quote, buried is in a lawn, going across a lawn. And then you only need it about an inch deep. So that's some comments on there. I don't want to spend a lot of time. That's not why we're here today. So I'm going to take my dikes here and I'm going to cut the wire like so, just like that. Then I'm going to take the wire, and I have this really handy little wire stripper that I got at Home Depot. You'll see it in all kinds of our videos because I really like it. It really makes, when you're not doing a video, really makes it easy and quick to strip the wires. And I don't mind pulling them back a little bit and running those in there. After I get them stripped, I'm going to get them and twist them. Now, if you make them a little long, and that one's kind of long, you can always come back and you know, trim it just a tiny bit back, maybe a little too much there, I don't know. So there we go. Then I'm going to take the LED Christmas lights, and I'm going to connect it into this run. Let's start here. So I'm going to bring all three wires together. I'm going to twist them with my fingers, try to get them as tight as I can. I'm going to put the silicone wire nut on here. The silicone may pop out a little bit. That's okay. It'll get on your fingers and it'll make it more interesting. So we're just going to take the wires here. We're going to put them together. I'm going to twist them. This works on all the gauges. Just twist them together so they're all wrapped together. Take the wire nut, screw it on there tight. I like wire nuts in this case because it works with these little wires. And if you need to undo them, you just twist them back off. And if you need to get a voltmeter on the wires, you can. And that's all that's to it. And then when you go turn on your transformer, boom, all the lights come on and you're good to go. So that's it in a nutshell. Just in a review, the displacement connectors are not going to work with the 12-volt LED landscape lighting Christmas lights. These are special and they have very small wire, which makes them really cool. So please see our internet posting on this. We do update all of that stuff often. And there's a lot of information written about these little guys. And as we go, we're going to take some photos. Thanks for watching our video. If you have any questions on our products, please feel free to ask us. Use this email address for quick communication. support@totallightingsupply.com. We answer product questions all day long, Monday through Friday. However, if you ask questions on YouTube, it may be some time before we see it. Our videos are designed as an overview of our products, and we recommend hiring a qualified electrician for your project to ensure a safe installation. And as always, see the description for links to our website. See the product description on our website for important details, as well as updates and specifications. Also, please consider subscribing to our YouTube channel so you don't miss any new product information. We offer information, such as this video, and a level of service you will not find anywhere else. Consider using us for your project needs. All of us at Total Lighting Supply hope to hear from you soon.